Hi, I'm Michael Jamin. I'm a professional television writer, and I post regularly on TikTok and Instagram tips on how to break into the business and screenwriting and acting tips and all that. And I've been getting a lot of questions lately, and one I hear all over and over again is, what do I think about those services where you pay someone, you pay a company to put you in front of a quote unquote Hollywood producer, where maybe they'll buy your screenplay or pay you money for a project or whatever. And the fact that you're asking yourself this question means that you're suspicious of it. And I taught my kids at a young age, like, when you feel suspicious, trust your instinct. And I think you're so desperate to get in, you're like, well, I'm willing to throw my instincts out. What do you think, Michael Jamin? Well, let's think this through for a second. Do you really think Hollywood producers are, when they want a project, like they're going to put an ad out or like use a service, like they want to hire a writer who's never done it before, who has no experience? Like, why would they want to reach out to that person? Why wouldn't they just put a phone call into one of the major talent agencies in Hollywood, say, hey, we have an open assignment, or we're hearing pitches, send us your writers. Like, within 10 minutes, a dozen highly qualified, experienced screenwriters will be ready for that meeting, happy to take that money and work for these people. Like, why wouldn't they just do that? The whole thing reeks of suspicion to me. I know on their websites they have success stories. Yeah, I guess people were hit by lightning. I've never seen in my life. I've never seen anyone been hit by lightning in person. I've seen YouTube videos of people being hit by lightning, so I know it happens. But if I were trying to break into Hollywood, I wouldn't want to walk around with a helmet on trying to, hey, hit me in the head with a lightning bolt. Like, I would go, there are many paths into Hollywood. I would choose the path that would most likely get me there. And I talk about what these paths are on my page. Follow me. I talk about it all the time. I have a friend. I was going to make this post next week, but my friend who's trying to get into the business, and he's he's an aspiring screenwriter, and he's doing it the way I think is most likely will get him in. He sent me, just by coincidence, a tweet this morning that he saw, and I go, all right, that means I got to talk about it today. So I'm going to read you this tweet. This is from a guy named Chris Amick, and you can see this tweet is from yesterday, July 28th. He says, 2 weeks into my first assistant job, I was tasked with representing the company at a virtual pitch fest because no one else wanted to go. So I don't know, maybe think twice before spending money to go to those things. Look, I don't know this Chris Amick guy, but it sounds about right to me. Everyone wants to break into Hollywood. How do I sell my screenplay? How do I break in? But the question that no one ever asks is, how do I write something that's so good that I don't have to beg people to read it, that I don't have to pay people to read it, right? No one wants to focus on that because that requires work, and work is hard. Man, there's one way in. It's not easy. That's the way to get in. If you would like to learn more about how to actually break into Hollywood by being a better writer, then that's what I talk about. You can follow me here or on Instagram at Michael Jamin Writer. It's